This is your WCFW Daily News Roundup for 105.7 CFW in Chippewa Falls and 93.5 The Tap in Eau Claire.
For 105.7 CFW News, I'm James Kelly. With another heat wave rolling through the Chippewa Valley, a local business is making a timely donation to fix the air conditioning at the new Day Resource Center. Western Dairyland officials say the air conditioning went out over recent weeks just as the heat was beginning to force people to seek cool shelter at the Day Resource Center. As luck would have it, the company PESI was looking to donate air conditioning units to local families in need at the time. Instead, the company is donating $11,000 to fix the air conditioning at the Day Resource Center. 3 people reported missing in Pepin County after their pontoon boat capsized over the weekend were found dead on Sunday. According to the Pepin County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to reports of people calling for help from Lake Pepin on Saturday night at around 10:45 p.m. 3 individuals holding on to the disabled boat were rescued and told first responders that there were 3 others who were missing. Authorities undertook a large-scale search and rescue operation and located the missing individuals, but all 3 were pronounced deceased. Chippewa County and Federal Emergency Management Agency officials are inviting local residents to attend an open house on new preliminary flood maps this week. According to a press release, the open house will take place at the Chippewa County Courthouse in Chippewa Falls on Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Residents who attend will be able to ask experts about the updated maps and the specific flood risks that could affect them. Anyone who cannot attend the open house in person can also join through a Zoom link available on the FEMA website. The Wisconsin State Patrol is warning Chippewa County residents that it will be conducting aerial enforcement operations in the area this week. According to a press release, the State Patrol's Air Support Unit will be monitoring Wisconsin Highway 29 in Chippewa County on Thursday. Law enforcement authorities will monitor the highway from the air, relaying traffic violations to units on the ground to conduct stops. State Patrol officials say their main goal is public safety, so they're warning residents about the aerial patrols in advance, hoping that they'll drive more carefully. For 105.7 CFW News, I'm James Kelly.
For Civic Media News, I'm Connie Fellman. A loss of trust is at the center of a growing problem for Wisconsin Democratic candidate Sarah Rodriguez, who says her campaign has far less money than she believed. Rodriguez fired her campaign manager after finding duplicate donations, unpaid bills, and inaccurate reports.
I trusted her to do the job that I had hired her to do, that she had done for her entire career. And I regret placing my trust in that individual.
Campaign manager Cara Spencer was let go by the lieutenant governor. Rodriguez now says the campaign has about $200,000 on hand, far below expectations after a planned $1 million ad buy fell through. Rodriguez says she is hurt and angry, but is taking full responsibility and working with the State Ethics Commission. A Democratic rival, Joel Brennan, is calling the situation disqualifying, raising new questions about her campaign's oversight. Early voting in the fall primary starts in a couple weeks. With ATV crashes up in Wisconsin, some lawmakers say OWI laws need to be tougher. But according to a report in Wisconsin Watch, the State Tavern League is standing in the way. Wisconsin DNR data shows 18 people have died in fatal crashes on off-road vehicles so far this year. DNR officials say drugs or alcohol are typically involved in about half of ATV crashes. The principal of Madison Elementary School in Janesville has retired after being placed on paid administrative leave. Stephanie Filter, who had served as the school's principal for 12 years, was placed on paid leave in May while the district investigated allegations of inappropriate contact with a student. The school district said they received an anonymous complaint about the physical handling of a student at the school in May. Matt Perenboom has taken over as principal following the resignation. The district says Filter stepped down to, quote, focus on her family. Day 2 of the heat wave continues, and it's going to get worse today before it gets any better. Communities are opening cooling centers again to help people stay safe. Forecasters say temperatures will be in the 90s through midweek with heat index values in the triple digits. Heat advisories and extreme heat warnings are blanketing about 2/3 of our state. Anyone looking for relief can call 211 for cooling center locations. Health officials recommend limiting time outside during peak heat and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Relief is in sight, but not till we get closer to the weekend, with a chance of thunderstorms moving in Friday into Saturday. Details coming up in the forecast. A Fox 6 report on a fake slot ticket scheme in Kenosha is also highlighting spotty enforcement in gambling laws in Wisconsin. Police say a man and woman are accused of copying winning tickets and cashing in for thousands at local bars. One suspect is now charged, while another is still being sought. State law generally bans machines that pay out cash, but many still operate in taverns across the area. It's the Wisconsin Department of Revenue that would enforce the law. Authorities say the fraud is clearly illegal, even as the machines themselves sit in a legal gray area. Time to dust off the rabbit ears because Milwaukee Bucks games are going back to free TV this season. The team says all games will air on My 24, marking the first time in more than 30 years the full season will be available over the air. The move comes after Bucks' longtime cable partner shut down. Fans can still watch on cable, satellite, and YouTube TV as well. The team is also working on its own streaming option. Aspiris Health is announcing the opening date for its new hospital in Chippewa Falls. The facility in Chippewa Falls will open on September 22nd across the street from Fire Station Number 1 on Chippewa Crossing Boulevard. The hospital will feature an emergency department along with 10 treatment rooms and 10 inpatient beds. And that's your state news update. I'm Connie Fellman for Civic Media News.
A big night for a Bucks rookie. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. At the NBA Summer League games, the Bucks losing to the Phoenix Suns 95-88. But Milwaukee's first-round pick, Braden Burries, with another standout performance, scoring 23 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. Burries on what he hopes to accomplish this week in Las Vegas.
Successful Summer League. Just to continue to get better game by game, continue to learn more, and that'll be successful for me.
Bucks GM John Horst.
Braden was a target for us. We spent time with him early in the draft process. We were able to bring him here later in the draft process. He's a big guard. Got great length. He's got great size already at 20 years old. Played winning basketball. He's been a winner his whole career. Comes from a great pedigree. His family in San Bernardino. Dad was a basketball player. Mom was a basketball player. There were a lot of guys that we liked, but we were through the moon when we were able to get Braden.
Baseball, the All-Star Game tonight in Philadelphia with sports. I'm Mike Clemens.
It is going to be sunny, hot, and humid today. Our high in the mid to upper 90s this afternoon with a heat index pushing 100 here by later today. Tonight, mostly clear. We're going to drop to near 70 tomorrow. Sunny and hot again with a high of 96. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Currently it's 77.
That's your WCFW and the TAP Daily News Roundup from Civic Media. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts. Find more news at WCFW.FM or thetap.fm.